So it's the 30th of July, 2013, and I'm just standing outside my building. I was out here about 10 minutes ago taking out my my compost, and I noticed some interesting looking trucks that were parked behind the building, and I just wanted to grab the camera and show them. So the name on the trucks is Starline Production Rentals, and I believe these are trucks that are used for when they're making television shows or movies, and they're individual like trailers that are used for I guess makeup rooms and all sorts of rooms for just for making a movie on location. So as I walk down here, I can see this first door here says director on it, and then we got the producer next to him, and then Sheldon, and there's one more truck up here but a whole bunch in the other direction. I guess this one doesn't really say anything on it, but they're all connected together. You can see that there's cabling connecting them all together. And I was trying to figure out, what kind of movie or television show this was just by looking at the names in the trailer. And I don't recognize any of them as, characters from anything that I've watched. But I did manage to find the permit that was written on one of them to figure out what it was. So here's the Stunt Coordinator. And Dr. James Hartley. Oh, there's somebody else parking there, I guess. Another trailer here with lots of little offices or rooms or whatever. This one says Bart. And behind it, it says Paris. I don't know what that means exactly. Jaden. Nauvoo. There's another office. And if you look at the permits on the trucks, it's a Toronto permit from Toronto, location filming vehicle permit, and it's a permit number, and it says there Princessa Productions Limited Canada, stage number 49, and then it says How to Build a Better Boy, which must be the name of the show or the movie or whatever it is that they're filming. Just trying to figure this out. Do you have any idea?
No, I was like, are you working here? I was trying
No.
We had a big debate about this last night.
So I was just talking to someone that lives on the street here, and she said that she got a notice in the mail about it, and the movie that they're filming is called Paris, and it's some kind of teen sensation, and it's actually an American movie that's being filmed here in Toronto. This is the hair and makeup trailer here. And we keep going down, and I think that the names on here are the character names. Albert, May, Gabby, and another one of these offices, ad office, and another big trailer here which doesn't have too many doors in it. Just this one here might be like the big meeting room or something. They have a big round table or something. And you can see all the cables, they all connect and go inside of there, so they must have like a generator in there or something. And you can even see there's a cable which comes over to here, which has these big green spikes in the ground, which I guess is for the ground, for grounding all of the electrical service inside these trailers. And that one says crew only men, so it must be like a washroom. And there's a crew only women, that's probably the women's washroom. Mr. Fragner, Marnie, Ella, Gleason, Gabby photo double, May photo double. So maybe those are the main characters' names. There's another one of those offices. And then just two more trucks up here. And no names on the doors. So according to the person that I was talking to, the location that she's pretty sure that they're filming at is the high school, which is just up the street from here, which is called North Toronto Collegiate Institute. And I was there on the weekend, and I saw that it had all sorts of different things written on it. It said McMaster High School, and it had a whole bunch of different logos and stuff, and that high school was just rebuilt about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought it was really strange that they had changed their name, because the high school itself is actually like a really like high regarded, like they do really, they're one of the best high schools in all of Ontario, in like the top 6 or something like that every year for the last forever kind of thing. And I thought it was really really weird that a high school like that would all of a sudden just be changing their name. So I actually did some research about it, and I couldn't find this renaming of this school, McMaster, anywhere. So it turns out they just renamed it and kind of changed the outside of it to to adapt it for this movie that they're shooting. So I'm gonna walk over there and I'm just gonna show that as well. So we're just approaching the high school here, and actually I was reading about this too. The high school is built underneath of these 2 big condominium towers, and the history behind that was that when they were building it, they were replacing an old building that had been there for almost 100 years or something, and they didn't really have a big budget to do so. So what they did was they sold part of their land to the condominium company, and then they built part of their condominium on part of the location, and they built the high school on another part. So it's actually a high school that's connected to a big, well, actually 2 big condominium towers. So we're just approaching that now, and I can see more transport truck trailers that are parked here. I don't know, I imagine those are related to the movie as well. So there it is, you can see the McMaster High School, which is written on top. I guess it used to have a red sign that was there on top of the North Toronto Collegiate High School. Looking over here too, you can see these big McMaster High School signs that are hanging there, which used to would have said Toronto Collegiate. And then out on the track out here in the big new field that they got, there's a scoreboard that says McMaster High School, home of the Eagles. Go Eagles go. The turf still says NTCI, North Toronto Collegiate Institute. And this big crane thing here, which I guess is related to shooting stuff. You can see there's a guy sitting there. I guess he's probably supervising that. And then there's another big sign there with a big M. Believe in yourself. And all this stuff, it doesn't look like temporary. It looks very permanent. And when I went past here, I just couldn't believe that they were renaming this high school. There's a little bit more I guess camera gear or lighting gear or something right there. On that crane there's that really big light. Along here, more McMaster High School. And over there on that wall, you can even see that they have some Gatorade tables and even have some numbers which are written on the field. So I guess this movie probably has some sort of football scene in it or something, or some sort of a football game is going on during the movie, because this is the summer here in Canada. There's no school going on, and obviously no football games are getting played here in real life. The neat thing about this field is that it's not real grass. It's like an artificial turf kind of a material, basically a really fancy rubberized kind of a carpet. And all over the place there's these big cables just draped all over the place. The other thing I noticed too the other day was that the church across the street, which is called St. Monica's, had a sign on it which said McMaster Community Center for the Arts. So I did find it very strange that the high school was changing its name and was buying out the church across the street from it. So anyway, I'm back at the apartment now, and I just wanted to mention, while I was down on the field there, I did get a chance to speak with the guy that was wearing yellow. That was the security guy that was, making sure that nothing got, damaged or stolen or whatever of the filming equipment. And he said the name of the movie is he said a direct-to-video or direct-to-TV Disney movie called How to Build a Boy, or How to Be a Boy, or whatever. I can't quite remember what it was, but whatever it said on the sign that I showed on the truck. And he said that I asked how much longer they'd be there, and he said, oh, it'll all be cleaned up by Wednesday. Wednesday's tomorrow. So I guess they're really not there for very long, so I'm really glad that I went tonight to go and see it. So that's pretty cool. He also mentioned that they were filming inside of the school as well. There's some rooms inside the school that they were using, I guess, as classrooms or labs or something for a scene in the movie. So anyway, that pretty much concludes my video. I just thought it was pretty cool that there was, you know, a movie being filmed basically in my backyard without me really even knowing about it. So I just kind of wanted to, you know, show what was going on in my neighborhood. I thought, you know, maybe YouTube would find it interesting too. So I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe, you know, after this movie, you know, comes out and becomes, you know, super big and famous, this will be a really neat kind of behind the scenes kind of tour showing, you know, where it was filmed and how they did it. But anyways, thanks for watching.